Yeah. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Okay, so check it.
Yeah.
Are we checking it now?
We're checking it.
That's exciting.
Yeah, you like that? What else do you like?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So you've been beating it lately?
Oh yeah, last night lots of beating it. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Healthy.
Hello.
Oh, Rimbo.
Rimbo, yes.
Rimbo.
Yes.
Hey, we're all talking together.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. What? Tell me about yourselves. What are your dreams and aspirations?
I want to get royalty payments from a really big rap star, so I never have to do anything in my life again.
That's amazing, dude. Have you looked into this man by the name of Little Pump?
Yeah,
Lil
I'm
Pump.
familiar
Little Pump.
with my boy medium pompousness.
Medium Wumpus.
Yes.
First of all, I really like this program radio. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the service. Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank
What?
you for joining us.
Are we allowed to be in here?
Yeah.
No,
No.
Okay.
definitely not.
Yeah, it's just me and Super Ghost. I guess you guys didn't get the memo.
Oh, you scared him away.
So do you guys so one of you guys wants to live off of rap royalties for the rest of your life. What is your dream, Super Ghost?
You know, do stuff that makes sounds.
Uh-huh. What kind of sounds?
Annoying synthesizer sounds.
Oh, like womp womp, or like more like a womp womp.
Beep boop up.
A little bit of beep boop.
Well, I have Eurorack stuff, so I'm only capable of making beep boops.
Right, I see. Well, nobody's perfect. You ever heard of a program by the name of Serum? Serum?
Yeah,
Pro?
of course.
Who
hasn't heard of Serum? Everybody has Serum.
Syrup? Dude, that's my favorite scent, dude. Syrup?
You gotta be sipping on that scissor.
Ever since I heard Through the Wire, I don't even eat the pancakes anymore.
That was deep, man.
I didn't get that reference. I guess I'm not hip with the kids these days.
No, you just gotta say that's deep, man.
That's the way. That's the way.
You don't even have to understand what they're saying, you know.
Somebody comes at you like "chupaste mis pito, way," and you go,
That's deep, bro.
But isn't that like a Gucci Mane bar though? No pancakes, just a pint of syrup.
No, I was thinking
that's a
of
Gucci Mane
"Through the
thing.
Wire" by Kanye West when he goes
Whoopity scoop.
Whoopity scoop.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so mad that like that didn't become the new Rickroll. Like, imagine having like a banger beat like Future's "Move That Dope" or something, and then the hook is about to drop, and it's just like
Whoopity scoop.
Whoopity scoop, skirt, skirt. You can't forget the skirt, skirts.
Honestly, my favorite Kanye song.
It's not terrible. Just odd.
I think that's like the neutral perspective of Kanye is not terrible, just odd, you know?
Right, but also loves Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He
the
loves
important part.
everyone. Everyone. That's the important part.
Dude, he's my dad. You want to say hi?
Sure.
My uncle works for Ableton.
Really?
He'll get you.
No.
He'll get you banned.
Okay, yeah, you'll get you banned from Ableton.
You know, I actually, when I was in college, one of the dudes who actually designed a bunch of the effects for Ableton came through, like for reals. Like he made the reverb, he made the compressor,
Wah.
and he just brought a bunch of Eurorack stuff with him.
Well, that's because Eurorack is the best.
He was like, "Fuck Ableton, I'm over it."
Yeah, so you go from expensive program to expensive ass modules. Hello, yes, I'd like this thing that literally does barely anything for $300, please.
No, but honestly though, imagine being commissioned to design like a whole bunch of plugins or whatever, and you spend months working on that shit, and then it's out, and you know like how the entire thing works in and out. Do you really want to go and make a bunch of music with that, or are you like, nah, I'm done with this. I want to do some new stuff now.
Yeah, but
Am I allowed to join in?
No.
No.
Fair enough.
No, but think about how something you've designed has shaped the sound of electronic music.
Oh yeah, that's
millions
crazy.
for years to come. Like he was,
But
he was indirectly responsible for, I don't know, Gangnam Shake, Gangnam Style.
Gang.
Gangnam Style.
The reason why I said Gangnam Shake was because I actually made a mashup of Harlem Shake and Gangnam Style.
Oh no.
That sounds illegal.
On
Yeah.
your list of biggest regrets, where does that
Cocaine
one
is a
go?
powerful drug.
So it
Man.
was a lethal
I'm
combination.
about to call the FBI right now.
So you guys want to roast some tracks, or?
Sure.
Mine's already in there for the ultra roasting. Hopefully this one's actually worth roasting.
Oh, hey, it's Link. Hey.
Hey, kid.
So I think
Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna
Prepare
do.
for the ultimate not good. That one. This one's actually
Hey.
got some decent percussive elements.
That's why we're here, though, yo.
I'm proud of this one. But
Okay.
feel free to destroy my confidence. I'm fine with that. It's happened way too many times.
Okay. Well, it looks like Brinch says that's not a proper roast that you did. So it looks like you maybe broke the rules there, my friend.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Top 10 anime
So,
betrayal.
Here's what I think.
Give me a second.
Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna cover them, and I'm going to scroll up and down the roasts channel and see what I land on. Does that sound good to everyone?
That's exactly how I
you should,
pick
like,
out
scroll a
samples
bit
out of
up
my
and
download
I'm gonna
folder.
So you
scroll
don't
up,
get, like,
scrolling up, scrolling up,
All right.
down, up, maybe down some more, up, scrolling
Go off
up,
to the left a bit.
to the left, down, to
Yeah.
the left, to the left, to the left.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
There you go. I gave it something a bit more specific. That's decent
Okay.
enough.
Okay, so I've landed on Grease Fire by Pete. Let's take a
Oh,
listen
my boy Pete.
to Grease Fire by Pete. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's hear it. All right. Grease Fire. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Okay. Did you guys hear the track?
I didn't
I
hear the
did.
track.
I
So,
did not hear the track at all.
I think in order for you guys to hear the track, you're going to have to
Open up the stream.
You're gonna have to open up the stream, right? But then I think you might.
Yeah, wait, have you?
The one issue with that is that you might also hear echoes of yourselves.
Yeah, I just deafened Discord.
High key, my
It'll
second
be like
greatest
that
nightmare.
one Jax Films video. Ah!
Well, hold on. Let me actually try this. Let me try. Fuck. Here. There's got to be a way for me to route. Here. I'm gonna try to do something real crazy here, you guys. Create aggregate device, and the aggregate device will be my built-in microphone and the Scarlett at the same time. And I'm going to try that. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Now, tell me if you hear this. Are you hearing that being played?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
Fuck. Multi-output device, Soundflower, multi-input device, for correction. Okay, so here, let me try doing this. Turn that on. Shit. Sub devices, built-in microphone. Annoying. So I guess open up the stream, you guys. Yeah. Is the stream open for you guys?
It is open.
Okay. Can you hear the audio through the stream?
The stream is open, but my internet's lagging, so I can hear the stream, but it's a minute late.
Yeah, well, that's normal. YouTube has like a minute of delay, like.
Right.
So
I'm just gonna,
it's gonna be impossible for us to talk to you and listen to the stream at the same time. But
right. Fuck.
What I did was just when you said you were gonna listen to the track, I just muted my mic and just went to YouTube and listened, and it was fine. So
you heard the track while I was listening to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So well, why don't you and me have a powwow about the track while everybody else catches up? So first off, before we kind of roast it in terms of what's working and what isn't working, what did you hear? What would you classify this as? What's the mood? What's the genre? All that.
I don't know about genre. I don't know, like downbeat or something. I'm really bad at classifying genres, but I don't know. I felt maybe the arpeggiated like silencing was kind of a bit constant. Like felt like it had the same same sort of interval at all times.
Right. It does feel a bit loopy.
Yeah.
I think what does work though is kind of the grittiness and the distortion, and I think the
nice and warm.
Nice and warm. The distortion was quite good. I'm a big fan of that. The drum programming was good. I liked how he used the Isley Brothers drum sample. It's the same one that's used in Them Changes by Thundercat, and also Today Was a Good Day by Ice Cube. So yeah, good sample there. But you're right though, I agree, it is quite loopy. Definitely needs a vocalist.
I like the bass though.
The bass is good as well. Yeah.
Very comfy.
Very wet. Awesome. That's Nice and Greasy by Torx, Grease Fire. I'm gonna go ahead and select the next track. Let's go back. And I'm once again going to close my eyes, and I'm going to scroll. Okay. Still Pete. Let's keep going. Okay, who do we have here? You mad or nya? Oh, these people are talking. Where are the links, bro? Okay. Victor 500 with soundcloud.com/22090320151. It's my favorite username. This is an inner tube by Victor 500. You guys ready? You guys ready to hear this shit?
Ready.
I'm ready in spirit.
All right. Beautiful. Victor, let's hear it. All right. There you go. Everybody clap. Everybody clap. Yeah. So who else heard that?
Oh, that
Yeah.
I agree.
God, that was way too long without any changes.
It was quite long. But what in terms of genre, what can we pinpoint it as? Synth wave, synth pop, Stranger Things.
MS-DOS.
I classify it as a one-hit wonder from the 80s.
One-hit wonder from the 80s. Sort of kind of like a Kavinsky Drive type situation.
Maybe more like Aha.
Uh-huh.
Take on me.
Oh god.
The Min Chasers with the drum, the mini toms.
Right. But the thing is, I think that might have been what Victor was going for. But to me, in order to sustain, 5.5 minutes of that, it felt like he was stretching the amount of musical content a bit thin there.
Yeah, I felt like after the second bass came in, everything should have just cut and went to like a hard piano, just doing chords for a bit. Then maybe the end section could work as a makeshift chorus.
No, I totally agree, because I believe it's the same chord progression throughout. Right?
Yeah. I really like the staccato drums, though.
Yeah,
they had a lot of character.
I would really like to know what drum samples or kit he used, because that was actually a sound I'm going.
Is Victor watching right now? Somebody at Victor in the channel and ask him, because I'm curious as well.
I did. He doesn't seem to be alive right now.
Ah, I see.
You could just tag the people you roasted after the stream is finished.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And watch.
Let me actually do that. At Victor 500, you got roasted. What drums are you using, bro?
Hell yeah.
You got toasty.
Get those answers. We're gonna post this a week later in a separate video, and it's just gonna be all like the drums Victor used, answers revealed.
Revealed.
Cool.
No, but I have one more thing that I want to say about the track.
Sure, yeah.
Because I actually like the way they developed, like the way the instruments like developed and added on top of each other, like sort of like an old school trance track.
Oh yeah, it was good. It just
it
took too long.
It took too long, and at the end there was way too many different sounds that didn't do that much different from each other. Like if he could have like reduced the amount of instruments he used to like excluding the beat, maybe like 3, and then like work more on how he composes the intervals between those harmonies, I think the track could have turned out a lot better.
Even on a sound design perspective, he could add stuff like things with like long reverb, because that's kind of like a vibe that he was going for. He could just extend a lot of stuff with just silence.
Yeah. I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody was just as long as this song, and I feel like that's a disservice.
So I agree with you guys. I think at the beginning the arrangement was too thin, and then by the end it got too busy in terms of the number of instruments happening. So I think there needs to be kind of a sweet spot there, while also cutting probably the overall length of the track by a minute or two, so it doesn't infringe on Freddie
He should look at your arrangement tutorial.
Right,
yeah,
of course.
I think whoever he is, he needs to go into the Name Green Village and kidnap a SoundCloud rapper to sing over that. I think that'd be great.
So somebody's listening to me out. Somebody's
gross.
Yeah, somebody's listening to me out in like speakers, so I can actually hear myself like a minute later.
Yeah, I'm muted.
So let's go ahead and move on to the next track. I'm gonna go once again.
Somebody just dropped a gigantic road.
Is
that better?
Yeah, I think that's better. I'm going
I think it was
to.
me.
Oops. I think I'm gonna
Sorry,
go
guys.
and scroll up, down, up, down, up. Shoddy going up, down. Did you guys know that shoddy is actually an old English term for elevator?
Oh,
Shoddy going up, down.
Damn, son. How did it become a term for shotgun of a car? Just gonna need to spam that thinking emoji there.
Abbreviation.
So next up we have Weightless Final Drop by Florium. Got some anime cover art, so it looks promising. I'm gonna guess this is lo-fi.
Yeah. I said some really promising stuff about that track when it was.
Can't wait to hear this on Lo-Fi Hip Hop 24/7 Beats to Relax / Chill to.
You have that memorized?
Yes, I do. Just in case I'm feeling lonely.
All right, let's quiet down, folks. Here we have Florium, Weightless Final Drop.
Oh, we're clapping now.
Amazing.
Whoa. Okay. That felt very.
So what did we hear, guys? You know,
I hear Clario without the personality.
Oof.
Who were you referring to?
Clario makes some lo-fi bedroom pop.
So this guy, Clicky, I actually roasted the track via text when it was originally put in the channel. He said his big inspiration for the track was Porter Robinson.
Yeah, I
can hear that. Yeah. So if you don't mind,
the biggest problem for me was everything was good, then the B section sort of transitioned back into the A section without a transition, and it was just like, oh, we're back to this.
So what I heard was the synth, the lush kind of birds chirping in the background. All of that was quite beautiful. I would, all the sound design very good in the intro as well. I would say the sound design was a bit lacking in the drop. It maybe didn't feel as bright or crispy as it needed to be to kind of get to that Porter level.
It also felt very flat at the drop.
It fell a little bit flat. Perhaps let's just kind of hear that transition one more time. So nice snaps, good atmosphere, and then right. So I think I think a little bit more indication or build or some sort of cheesy EDM riser even could work in terms of transitioning from that first section into this drop here, because right now it doesn't feel like there's enough indication that a big change is about to happen. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I actually feel the exact opposite. I feel like the transition at the end with those Rickroll drums, just sort of the Rickroll drums stop, and then the track just sort of went back to the A section without any real transition. It was just all like A section, bam.
If this were your own composition, what would you do to make a fatter drop?
I would probably. I would honestly remove more elements here, so that even that first kick there would just kind of hit, and then there'd be nothing else there, because I think he lets the previous synth trail out for that section. I think using silence in a drop is very useful in terms of creating power. And then there, first off, the snare especially it's very lo-fi, kind of thunks, and it doesn't really have a whole lot of high end to it. So I feel a brighter snare would help a lot, and generally the synths here don't feel as bright as they could be either.
I just feel like there's generally a lack of dynamics in a drop, and that's usually what you want in a drop.
Right, that glute compression.
Yeah, something like that. Honestly, I mean, even just some sidechain, as corny as that is, would help here. Because right now it just doesn't feel.
It could even have a lead on top.
What's up?
It could even have a lead where it does like, I don't know, like bow, bow, bow. Like, it could do more.
Yeah, I think the lead is a little bit far back in the mix. He has it in there. Personally for me, I always, for some reason, put my melodies and leads too quiet the first time around. Probably because I'm scared.
Drum master.
That's how I feel, but with my vocals, because my voice is my voice.
Right.
You can hear how bad that is. What's the point of living?
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Buy my album out 7-.
You gotta take some Xanax or some shit.
Cocaine works, right?
So I think we've thoroughly roasted this. Once again, super solid start. Really dig that beautiful A section. Perhaps there's a way to make the drop pop more, and then maybe returning to a third section, not necessarily an exact copy of the first, coming out of the drop would be useful. But other than that, I think it's quite solid. I think it's a good track that just needs work. Beautiful. Yep. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else we got. Once again, close my eyes. Go scrolling up. Okay, what do we got here? We have Cloud Still. This is 4-1- Cloud Still. Okay, let's hear it. Honest silence. Skip that. All right, what do we hear?
More dynamicism in this one.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I feel like the chords
rim shots are sexy.
Don't change at all. I like the energy, but it needs some sort of change in terms of the chord progression. It could stale after a while.
I actually don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's I mean, obviously it's just a whip. You know, I think it's just one section of the track. Perhaps you would change the chord progression in another section, possibly a breakdown. But I think for the duration of the drop, it maybe doesn't even necessarily need to change. Honestly, what I heard was great. I think this is
judging this solely as a drop and not as a track, this is definitely something amazing. Would buy on iTunes if it was free.
Would download.
Gotta save up that money for my album, out everywhere, 7-12.
Jeez. Shameless
prepare your news.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. This guy is going hard.
Absolutely shameless.
Dude is stealing your show, man.
maybe your plugs need a second chorus to it, you know?
The second chorus is the edgy stuff I'm doing over on my Twitter. There you go.
Yeah, but this is pretty solid to me personally. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, me too. I think the previous track could stand to learn a lot from the way he's used silence in his drops, and actually just the way the mix is presented here. Like all the drums, especially the kick, is super punchy, and he's laid his sounds out quite well as well. There's no clutter. The atmosphere.
Yeah, no,
is very
there
good.
ain't much to criticize here.
Yeah.
With the punch, do you have to compress the punch, like freeze it, and then put it in a bowl? Yeah, no, I think like a little bit of sausage fattener, a little bit of everything could help saturate people. Like for those that don't have quite the same punch, or like reverb with gates is like another technique that I found out that was really useful to create similar effects like that. So hopefully people can take away from that.
Tight.
Reverb with gates is like another technique that I found out that was really useful.
I don't know who just spoke, but you have a crazy amount of treble in your microphone. You just like sliced my ear in half.
Yeah, same. Let's pick a different track since that was pretty much good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm scrolling.
Save mine for last so that you can just end it on a, yep, that's not good. Then the stream just closes. That'd be...
I'm just going to deliberately avoid your track and album.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. That's completely fair, to be honest. I would do the same if I didn't shove it down everyone's throats.
All right, here we have...
Crawl into your house and write in blood. Buy my album. 7-12.
So unfortunately, that track didn't pop up. That's a shame.
Oh man, it had the mousetrap thing on.
Here we have "Movin'" by FP Guy, Fierce Potato, student of mine. So let's hear it. FP Guy.
With the melodrama, fellas wanna hover in my cipher like a helicopter, like it's a special honor. The stealth bomber, gem dropper, make the ghetto holler. Intercontinental, taking you high like skydivers when we spark with live fires. Original caveman quest for my fire. Express my desire to drop this new shit. These record executives keep telling me y'all stupid. Now if they right, shut the fuck up. Revolutionary, throw your guns up. Whether you a bougie broad who actin' stuck up on some ignorant thug motherfucker shooting the club up, we gon' make y'all feel this and break y'all spirit if y'all fake that realness. Word, bringing it in from the new millennium to way after that. I call these cats rentals cause they plastic wrap. Kill all the yapping, let's make it happen. You cats ain't real, y'all just a reenactment. Better yet, dramatization. As soon as the director say take action, you start faking. I start breaking. The whole joint start shaking. This ain't the time or place for you to prove something. Cut the stargazing, yo, move something. Let's see what's next up on the menu, run up in you. Lyrics that be fucking with you, in the mental. Intra, under, centra. We gonna rock till nothing else matters. We build it up. The abstract then become the reality. Cats ain't real, y'all just a reenactment. The reenactment. Drop, and again. Drop, reality. Drop, the whole joint start shaking. This ain't the time or place for you to prove something. Cut the stargazing, yo, move something. Move something, move something, move something, move something. Flatbush, Brownsville, Bed-Stuy, niggas move something. CA Shot, West Side, niggas move something. Cincinnati in the house, you got to move something. My niggas in the dirty South got to move something. The South Bronx, 125, niggas move something. Q-Bro, make it live, niggas move something. Move something, move something. Break, y'all, spirited, y'all, fake that realness, word. We bringing it. Break, y'all, spirited, y'all, fake that realness, word. We bringing it.
Clap, 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 clap.
All right, enough.
Clap, clap.
Has that become a tired meme at this point?
What do we hear?
Some Transformers shit.
It sounded like two Transformers fucking.
Pretty much. I like the soundscape, like the dubstep type whoops isn't like.
I like the way there were two different moods.
But,
it was very energetic, yeah.
The vocals sound sort of distorted. I didn't like that. They sounded almost like my vocals from my song. And if it has anything to do with me, don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Get the fuck out.
Stop. So I agree with you. The vocals do sound distorted, but I don't think that's the main issue with the vocal. I think the main issue with the vocal is that either I'm not sure if it was warped correctly or if the vocal is just emphasizing a different kind of beat pattern than this track here, because it's clearly a remix, right?
Something like that.
But so it just didn't seem to mesh with maybe, I guess, the halftime dubstep feel of this track. Maybe it was offset or somewhere along the lines.
To me, the vocals sound like they were pulled from another track and thinned out in Audacity, so you couldn't hear the instrumental.
Right, something like that. Once again, I don't think the issue is the quality, the distortion, which definitely doesn't help. It's just the fact that the vocal doesn't seem to mesh with the rhythm of the track. But in terms of the
vocals to begin with, like the vocal delivery is very weak.
What other elements do you think? Like, because as Underbelly said, it's not just the vocals. Like, there was a lot of synths going on in the second half to kind of indicate that the drop was happening, but they probably didn't, weren't as pumped or as saturated as they could be. Otherwise, I felt there was some solid structuring going on. There were some really solid parts going on from beginning to end, and there was a change. going on.
Yeah. Also, in the C section, you really can't hear the vocals at all. They sort of get drowned out.
A little bit, yeah. I think in terms of the mix, there's a lot of muddiness, especially in the low end. Especially kind of in the very last half here, it's very apparent that there seems to be some sort of sub note that's just being held the whole time, I think.
Yeah.
And it actually probably takes away from the power of the track more than it actually adds. Let me just play you the very end there. You'll hear exactly what I mean. It's like a constant stream of low end muddiness.
Yeah.
And it feels somewhat unfocused down there. I think if a little bit of space, or having just the sub kind of boom like an 808 and then allow it to decay a little bit, would actually make the impact of the next hit and the wubs and all that fun stuff a little bit more impactful.
Doing a hard low cut on each of them and then bringing it back in to see which elements stand out, and then emphasizing those ranges would benefit it in terms of organization.
Exactly. Yeah. And then that would also help the kick and snare punch through, because those are all also feeling a little bit further back in the mix than they need to, I feel.
The booty kick or booty bass.
But other than that, yeah, I fuck with the structure. I fuck with the wubs. Womp womp. Bleep bloops.
Womp womp.
Yeah, awesome. Solid. Let's move on. Okay, that's Blick again. Wind Waker thing. Okay. Let's hear it. So this is Zen Scope with Wind Waker thing. Let's hear it.
Insert clapping sounds here.
All right. What do we hear?
That sounds like I was playing it 2004.
From Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, which makes a lot of sense. Given
Link, I want you to try something. I want you to try not speaking and hear what somebody else has to say.
Okay, so what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted was that it sort of felt like I was playing a 2004 Flash game on LSD.
I tend to agree with that, yeah. Although 2004, I was, what was I, like 8? So it was a bit before my acid days. But if I had to take acid, I would probably listen to this. I think in terms of the instrumentation, it fits the Wind Waker vibe really, really well. Like all the flute, the synth sounds. It definitely distorts in certain places, which sounds kind of whack. The melody feels a bit random in terms of the syncopation and the timing of it. But especially when he adds like the subtle clap or drum on every single melody hit towards the end, I kind of liked how janky it was. It definitely added to the experience for me, because at least with the clapping underneath it, it just made it feel more intentional. Like, oh yeah, he's purposely like fucking with us.
It had lots of character.
Definitely.
It's very whimsical.
Do you think a guitar would sound more Wind Waker like?
Yeah, probably. Maybe some acoustic guitar or ukulele.
Or yeah, like some like really cheap MIDI emulation of an acoustic guitar.
Yes.
I think that
would be perfect.
Beautiful.
Go on to an old emo song from like 2005, sample one note, and then that's your acoustic guitar.
That's it.
Wait, is he here now or is he
Zensko? Let's add him.
No, he's not here. I wanted to ask him what that acapella do sample was underneath it.
Anyways, I gotta go. I have a orientation lesson with the new student right now. But
oh my goodness.
You have fun.
Thank you so much, all of you for joining us. Give yourself a round of applause.
Thank you.
Give yourselves a round of applause.
This was very creative. This was amazing. Hope you do it again.
Yeah, no, this was fun. You know, I like
fun,
hearing.
except for every time I open my mouth.
Thanks very much.
I like hearing most of your voices.
I'll get on our mic, I swear.
Fair enough.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Have a good one.
Peace out.
Have a good one.
Bye. Have a good one.